Sophia's mother discovers Tate and her daughter, and Rafe confronts Arnold. On today's Days of Our Lives, Paulina arrives at Jada's office, where the commissioner reveals her boss that she wants EJ replaced as DA with Belle. Jada puts it out, saying she wants a better DA, and not only has Belle won cases against EJ, but the commission believes their present DA is purposefully allowing some criminals to go free. She lists how many instances he denied involving family members, and Paulina sighs because it does not look well. She had tried to get rid of him before, but he threatened to have her recalled. Furthermore, she does not desire family conflict caused by Johnny and Chanel's marriage. Jada understands the need of keeping Salem streets safe, but requires assistance. Paulina agrees that EJ needs to go. But she wants someone who is willing to step in and stay in the role, which is when Jada enthusiastically informs her about Belle. She's prepared to go, and she's a shark with a winning streak. Paulina is all in, even if EJ comes after her again. Outside the office, Belle and Sean cross paths. He watches her fidgeting and she informs him that Jada has proposed that she replace EJ as DA. Belle admits she had some reservations, but Jada persuaded her to try it. Sean is ecstatic for her, but swears to keep it private. But he then brings up Belle and EJ's history, which irritates his ex-wife. She shouts that what happened was a mistake, but Sean tries to back down, stating he's only concerned about EJ's reaction. Belle does not want to start a war, but she has been considering fighting on the opposite side of the law for a long time. EJ's selective approach as DA, Belle would operate from a place of integrity. Sean agrees, but Belle points out that if she accepts the post, they will both remain in Salem and work together. They will survive, he replies with a smile. He considers it a good idea. At the DiMera estate, EJ tries to persuade Arnold to leave Salem, but he doesn't get very far before the doorbell rings. He answers the door and finds Rafe, who is there on Ava's behalf. Arnold listens from behind the closed living room door. EJ tries to push Rafe back out, only to learn that the PI was hired to figure out who is behind Ava's threatening texts. Steve traced the source to the DiMera residence. He inquires as to Kristen's whereabouts when they trace the texts to her, but EJ responds that she is at DiMera. However, Rafe has another duty to complete here. He's been recruited to discover the identity of Lady Whistleblower, which makes EJ giggle, and Rafe wants to question Johnny and Chanel while he's going through everyone at Body and Soul. Just as EJ finishes claiming no one is home, Arnold spills a glass in the living room, shattering it. What was that? EJ shrugs too calmly and says Hal will take care of it. He isn't worried. Rafe observes that he is acting strangely, alternating between agitated and extremely calm states. What are you hiding? EJ then goes back to ranting at Rafe. He has no authority anymore, he is no longer the commissioner or a member of the force, and it is time to leave his property. Rafe shrugs and walks out, leaving EJ to return to the living room and rage at Arnold. He needs to leave before they collide. Paulina calls to let him know that he's needed at the commissioner's office. Now. He growls, then tells Arnold to go hide in the West Wing, and when he returns, they will negotiate his move to Argentina. EJ leaves, and as soon as he does, Rafe emerges from the bushes, promising to find out what he is up to. Tate returns home and double-checks with Sophia to ensure that she is okay with what they are about to do. Yes, but before they can leave, Holly arrives. What the hell is going on here? Tate stammers as Sophia pushes in and starts yelling about the two of them sneaking around behind her. Sophia rolls her eyes as Holly continues to rant about the trip they're taking and finally snaps, "We're not going to Disneyland, we're going to get an abortion." Tate requests a few seconds alone with Holly, and Sophia rushes out, claiming they'll leave as soon as she returns. He apologizes, promising that he and Sophia only had sex once and used condoms. He's just known for a few days, and as he tells Holly, Sophia is certain it's his. Tate did not want to hurt Holly, so he did not believe it was a good idea to inform her. Neither of them wanted the kid, and she couldn't obtain an abortion in the state without her parents' permission, so they decided to leave the state. Tate believes nothing needs to change, but Holly is unsure. Tate stares her in the eyes and promises that after Sophia takes care of this, everything will be okay. Is she fine with him taking her out of state? I guess I have to be. He did this, and he is responsible, yet it has no effect on the relationship between them. Holly believes this is the universe warning them they should not be together. Screw the universe. They express their love for each other and say their goodbyes, with Tate pledging to return home soon. Someone places a hand on Ava's shoulder while she is looking at one of the menacing messages in the square. She whips around and tells Kristen to stay the hell away. However, Kristen is not standing behind her. She apologizes, and Amy Choi introduces herself as Sophia's mother. She would like Ava to give Sophia her retainer during her shift today before she leaves to check at universities. Ava tells her Sophia isn't working, but quickly backtracks when Amy claims Sophia told her she had a shift. Ava then assures Amy that Sophia is a dependable employee and a nice person. Amy praises her, but wonders if anything's been wrong because Sophia's been unusually grumpy in recent weeks. Ava assumes it's because of Tate and Holly, but Amy points out that that situation occurred in the spring, so why be furious now? Ava covers up again, claiming Holly and Tate recently reconciled, which most likely triggered her. Amy starts pushing for more, and Ava advises that she ask her daughter about her life. Amy makes an appeal to Ava, mother to mother. She has a right to know, which is how Sophia discovers them. Her mother demands to know if she kissed Tate, so Sophia fabricates a narrative about Tate kissing her, but he is back with Holly, so everything is fine. That's the whole story? Amy isn't buying it, jumping right into, "Are you doing drugs?" She doesn't trust anything Sophia says, prompting her daughter to admit that they've done much more than kiss. Ava groans in defeat and suggests they go indoors, but Amy persists, informing her daughter that neither she nor God consider this acceptable. Sophia's becoming increasingly nauseated, and when her mother tries to take her to the doctor, Sophia vomits up in the trash can, claiming it's too late. Sophia returns to Tate's in the last moments of the show, appearing worried. "We can't go," she admits, throwing her arms about herself. When Tate wonders why, Amy storms into the room. "Because of me." Belle and Sean make up, and he assures her that any DA is better than EJ, especially her. Just then, EJ walks in, pushes past them, tells Belle not to get too comfortable winning, and enters Jada's office. He asks what he can do, and Paulina takes great joy in telling him, nothing. She is replacing him as DA effective immediately. Rafe broke into the DiMera residence. The living room is empty, but he spots a robe on the floor. Arnold saunters down the stairs, grumbling about EJ, and enters into the living room directly into Rafe. Days of Our Lives, Sophia's mom finds out about Tate and her daughter, and Rafe comes face to face with Arnold. In the fictional town of Salem, drama never takes a day off. The latest saga of Days of Our Lives unfolds with an intense mix of family secrets, shocking confrontations, and the ever-present complexities of love and loyalty. In this 5,000-word exploration, we delve into the riveting twists and turns as Sophia's mom discovers her daughter's secret with Tate and Rafe faces a long-awaited encounter with Arnold. A mother's discovery. Sophia DiMera, the fiery and determined daughter of EJ and Sammy DiMera, has always been one to follow her heart, even when it leads her into trouble. For months now, Sophia's secret relationship with Tate Black, son of Brady Black and Teresa Donovan, has been simmering beneath the surface. Despite their family's long-standing feuds, their connection proved irresistible. But secrets in Salem rarely stay buried for long. The tension reached a boiling point when Sophia's mom, Sammy, accidentally overheard a hushed phone conversation between Sophia and Tate. Sammy's instincts kicked in as she pieced together the puzzle. Later that day, Sammy's suspicions were confirmed when she found a hidden box in Sophia's room containing letters, photographs, and keepsakes documenting the young couple's clandestine relationship. Furious and heartbroken, Sammy confronted Sophia in the DiMera mansion's grand parlor. "How could you keep this from me?" Sammy demanded, her voice shaking with emotion. "Do you have any idea what you've done? You've betrayed your family." Sophia, caught off guard, initially tried to deny the relationship but quickly realized the futility. "Mom, you don't understand," she pleaded. "Tate isn't like the others. He's different. He loves me for who I am, not for my name or my family's legacy." But Sammy was unconvinced. The DiMera Black feud ran too deep, and Sammy's protective instincts for her daughter outweighed any arguments. "You're young, Sophia. You think this is love, but you're blinded by the thrill of rebellion. Tate is trouble, and you know it." The confrontation ended with an ultimatum. Sophia had to end things with Tate or face the wrath of her family. However, the defiant look in Sophia's eyes suggested this story was far from over. Tate's reckoning. Meanwhile, Tate had his own battle to fight. Brady Black, always protective of his son, had sensed a change in Tate's demeanor. When he pressed Tate for answers, the young man hesitated before confessing his relationship with Sophia. Brady's reaction was a mix of frustration and disbelief. "Do you have any idea what you've gotten yourself into?" he asked. "The DiMeras are dangerous. They'll stop at nothing to protect their own, and that includes keeping you away from Sophia." But Tate, much like Sophia, was determined to defend their love. "Sophia isn't like the rest of her family," he argued. "She's kind, thoughtful, and nothing like the scheming DiMeras you're imagining." Despite Brady's warnings, Tate vowed to stand by Sophia, no matter the cost. Little did he know, the cost would be higher than he could have ever anticipated. Rafe's showdown with Arnold. Elsewhere in Salem, Rafe Hernandez found himself facing a ghost from his past. Arnold, a con artist with a long history of deception, had been eluding justice for years. Rafe's pursuit of Arnold had become something of a personal vendetta, and when a tip led him to a rundown motel on the outskirts of Salem, Rafe knew he was on the verge of a breakthrough. The confrontation was tense. Rafe entered the motel room with his gun drawn, his heart pounding in anticipation. Arnold, smug as ever, greeted him with a slow clap. Well, Arnold drawled. "If it isn't Salem's finest. Took you long enough to find me." Rafe's jaw tightened. "Your games are over, Arnold. You're coming with me." But Arnold wasn't one to go down without a fight. He lunged at Rafe, triggering a brutal struggle that left both men bloodied and bruised. Just when it seemed Arnold might escape yet again, Rafe managed to subdue him, cuffing him with a triumphant grin. "You're not slipping away this time," Rafe declared. As Rafe escorted Arnold to the Salem Police Department, he couldn't help but feel a sense of closure. Arnold's capture was a long time coming, and it marked a significant victory in Rafe's career. Fallout and consequences. Back in the DiMera mansion, Sophia's rebellion against her mother's ultimatum took a dramatic turn. Determined to prove her love for Tate, she packed a bag and slipped out of the house under the cover of night. She met Tate at their secret rendezvous spot, a secluded clearing by the lake where they'd spent countless hours dreaming of a future together. "We can't let them tear us apart," Sophia said, her voice trembling but resolute. "We have to fight for us." Tate nodded, his hand reaching for hers. "I'm with you. Always." Their moment of unity was interrupted, however, when headlights pierced the darkness. Brady and Sammy emerged from their respective vehicles, their faces a mix of anger and desperation. "Sophia, get in the car," Sammy demanded. This has gone far enough. Tate, let her go, Brady added. You're only making things worse. But neither young lover budged. The standoff escalated into a heated exchange, with both sides airing grievances that had been simmering for years. In the end, it was clear that the feud between the DeMoros and the Blacks wasn't just about Sophia and Tate, it was a deeply rooted battle of pride, power, and control. An uncertain future. As the dust settled, questions remained. Would Sophia and Tate find a way to bridge the chasm between their families? Could Rafe's capture of Arnold finally bring peace to his troubled mind? And what other secrets lay hidden in Salem, waiting to be uncovered? In true Days of Our Lives fashion, the answers are sure to be as unpredictable as they are dramatic. For now, fans are left to ponder the fate of their favorite characters, eagerly awaiting the next chapter in this ever-unfolding saga. Stay tuned as love, loyalty, and legacy collide in the heart of Salem, where every moment is filled with suspense and every decision carries life-altering consequences.